Welcome to online teaching. We are discussing chapter 10th, colonialism and the countryside. This is module 5th. In 4th we discuss about the jotedars and the zamindars. Now here we will discuss about hoe and plow. Okay. These are very important for a farmer, and in this part we will discuss about the tribal people of Bengal, that is in the hills of Rajmahal. Okay. Now this was a area, this was a territory in which these pastoralists or these Adivasis or these people who live into the hilly areas, they were living. Okay. Now this is the part that is the covered with forest, and natural resources were controlled by these tribal peoples. Okay. Now, as we have discussed about Francis Buchanan, a physician that came in India during the time period of 1795 to 1814, and he was a physician, and he came to India regarding the medicinal as a doctor also, and he visited some of the places and he wrote some of the experience in the form of diary. So he visited the places of Rajmahal, and he communicated, he discussed and able to know about the views of these tribal people. Okay, and they were called as Pahadis. This was the word that was used by these Francis Buchanan or other people that were known as Pahadis, because they were living into the hilly areas, so they were called as Pahadis. Okay. Now what was that? The tribal people lived in forest. Okay. And a lot of open area was there. They were maximum hunter gatherers. They were the food gatherers, as well as they were totally dependent on the natural resources. Okay. Now, by the help of hoe and plow, what they practice? Shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation, that was there. What was in that? This is on a short part of the land, and in that the forestry area is cut, and the plants and the some of the minor herbs and shrubs, they are left. The area is cleared, and after that on some part of the land some of the crops were grown that were in the form of millets, pulses, and some of the vegetables. It means this was for their survival. So these were the crops and they were dependent on those, and some of the potash, because no artificial method of agriculture were available. Only natural resources were available, that were hoe and plow, nature that gives the water, and the seeds that were taken from these farmers or other people that were grown, and after that they were dependent on those. Okay. Now these people, they were living into the forestry areas, and in the eyes of these Britishers, the Britishers were thinking them as uncivilized, savage people, and they were considered as the criminals also. Okay. So these Pahadis people, these tribals people, they were totally dependent on their natural resources. They rear the cattle in the form of sheep and goat. Cocoons were also, and after that some of the medicinal or some of the plants that were also sold in the market, and most important was for charcoal production the trees were cut, and these people they were controlling. Okay, So it was very difficult for the other peoples to go through these forests, okay, because they were controlled by these Pahadis or the tribal people, okay. What was that? Because they did not like the interference of outsider, like the interference of outsiders. They were not interested. If anybody comes, for example, Francis Buchanan visited them in 1811 and he was considered as suspicious. That was not considered good because they were not habitual of, you may say, joining the people, accommodating with them and be friendly with them, because they have their limitations, they have their boundaries and they do not like such things, okay. Now another thing was there, that these tribals controlled some of the routes. For example, if the traders or if the farmers or if anybody passes through these routes, they may be plundered, they may be looted, and if they will not eat, they may be killed also. So these area, this was also a source of income, and nobody wanted to have some of the agitation or some of the protest with them. Okay. Now another thing was there, that the farmers and traders gave them money for their protection, to pass through these areas. If anybody wants to move through these routes, they are to give some of the gifts, donation or toll. That was a type of revenue, and after that, given of that allotment of money, then there was no problem. It was their responsibility that nobody will harm them. So it was very important, and they were living into the forestry areas. So they were considered Pahadis, because open areas were there. They were living in the, you may say, gardens that may be of the mangoes, that may be the rice cultivation. It was also there, that now the farmers, they started to grow rice as compared to others, and these tribal people attacked on nearby settlements. It means who are near these areas, like farmers or any locality, any villagers are living, they attack on them during the scarcity of the food, when there is shortage of the food. And due to these reasons, the people were afraid of them. So they were giving them money, they were giving them toll for their safety. Okay. So these were some of the problems that were faced. Now another thing was there, that in 1770s, the people or even the government started to, in 1770s, the government started to take action against them. It means if they will create problem, they were jailed and even they were killed also. During that time period in 1770s, if they will create the problem, the East India Company or the Britishers, they started to kill them. But they were also not ready to bow. They were also not afraid of this. So in 1780s, Augustus Cleveland, the collector of Bhagalpur, because during that time period the collector post was started by the Britishers and it was in Bengal. So the collector of Bhagalpur, he played the role of mediator. He tried to have meetings, he tried to have agreement that you do not create problem for the people, you will be given money. The collector played an important role as a mediator for these tribal people. They were told that you do not create problem, you do not plunder, you do not loot, you will be given money. As human annual charges were given. Some were ready, some were not ready. Who ready? They were, you may say, they were opposed by the people who were not ready to accept. So these problems were there. And after that, the role of hoe and plow that started to flow. And in next we will discuss about the Santals, one of the biggest tribe of India.